Hey everybody, welcome back to Sona Awareness. Today I want to answer a Facebook question. The question is, why are the courts forcing us to co-parent with an abusive ex-narcissist? Now this is a really interesting question, but some of you all are going to think about this, especially if you've been to court with a narcissist and you were married to a narcissist, or you're parenting with a narcissist. Some of you all have asked yourself this many of times in your head, but just coming out with this and thinking about it. First of all, let me just say the court system, as far as the domestic relations, was established in 1910, but I'm pretty sure in history it probably was, they had things going on prior to this. It'll be real interesting to know, how they dealt with it prior to, all this, the laws and the way that we have things set up now. But the whole idea, especially in the family court system, is to get individuals to co-parent together, regardless of like the circumstances, to still enforce orders and by the law. They are and if you do break them, then you can obviously end yourself in some type of, getting disciplined legally, So it's not just that you could just walk away free and do what you want to do with, with children, like a female, for example. She can't withhold, withhold her child from her ex-husband, or, and a lot of people feel like, well, that's right. They both are biological parents. They should be involved in the child's life. Why should one parent not be able to be involved and the other parent gets to make all the decisions? Well, yes, you would be thinking that before you knew about narcissists and the things that are going on. Being abusive to your spouse or your ex-wife or even a girlfriend, it's not good. It's not good. Being an abusive person, they carry a lot of issues. We know narcissists do have a lot of issues. We know they're shame-based, and we know that that they have the emotional mentality of like a 6-year-old. So we know that sharing a kid with this type of individual is going to be very, very difficult with all of these things involved. So it gets so tricky because so many games are being played by narcissists, especially if you leave the relationship and you do go to court, thinking, the first thing a lot of people think is that, hey, I'm going to court. I can't take this anymore. I can't take this abuse. So I'm going to court to get something established to protect me. But as soon as you go into the court system and you're thinking that, I'm going to get a restraining order, I'm going to get custody of my kid, you quickly are disappointed because you find out that this is not the case. It's not as simple. It's not as easy as that. First of all, you'll start the process, and many people get attorneys because they in fear. It's fear. You don't know anything about the court system. You don't have the experience or the education to understand how the law works. So most people I would say that have the money, usually go get the attorney. Even if they don't have the money, some people, get the help from family or friends, and they automatically get scared because you're thinking you just don't know what the outcome is going to be. So the court system knows this. They know you are scared because you never had, a lot of people never been in a courtroom. A lot of people never even been in a legal environment. So the court system knows this. So in a sense, they feed off of your fear. So you go to court against a narcissist, whether it's domestic violence or child support, child custody. And it's not just a one-time thing. It's not just like, oh, I'm going to court today to family court and I'm going to establish custody. That's it. We don't have to go anymore because we're just doing it. This is not how it works. It is way more complex. You will go through a series of trials. You go to the court numerous times throughout the years because of the type of games that narcissists play. Many narcissists will break the court order. So you have to go back to court to get them they may even do things that they're not supposed to do, like take your kid out of state without telling you or something. And that's a violation. So you have to go to court to report this to the judge so they can get disciplined. So, it's a lot of back and forth. So the main thing is money. You're spending money for attorney. You're going back and forth. You could go to court, hundreds of times throughout the, 18 years that you have a kid. You could go to court hundreds of times back and forth. Some of you may be lucky and, may just go once or twice or whatever. The narcissist might just run and, that's the case for some people and they're very lucky. If the narcissist just takes out and just goes and just runs and doesn't want anything to do, with you or the kid, I know it may sound cruel, but sometimes it's the best because they actually end up messing up their children a lot emotionally. They are abusive towards their children too. So it sucks. So you're spending all this money, you're filing paperwork, your attorney has to work for you. They have to file paperwork, they have to set up court dates. They have to reach out to the narcissist to try to work out with the narcissist. And usually they are going to make things as difficult as they can. They even actually enjoy the court process because they get to this is their stage. They get to go in there and completely act out, completely convince the world because they feel like they're on trial against the world, that they are this great person and that, you are just trying to actually ruin their lives. So it's a mess. It really is a mess. It's very stressful. And again, you're spending all this money. The judge is making money from taxpayers. The mediators are making money. Child Protective Services are making money. It's so many organizations that are making money from family court issues, domestic violence, child support, all of them. They make money. That's it. They never cared about the best interest of your child. And I know it sucks, but they don't care. That's their job. They do it every day. They see several cases every day, every week, every month, and they are in there just to make money. So that's why the decisions that they make, it just comes off as so, they just seem so insensitive, and they're not supposed to be, sensitive towards your issue. They just try to pretty much stay in the middle of things in right order. No matter what the narcissist has done, it seems that they still are forcing you guys to co-parent together because money is involved. If they took, say all the narcissists that have children, say they took all their rights away because they were narcissists. The system wouldn't be making much money like that. It wouldn't be judges. It wouldn't really need to be a need for them like that. They wouldn't have to hire as many family court judges. They wouldn't have to, the system would just be so dried up. But this is $1 billion industry, and they're just, they're just there to make money. That's it. So they're forcing you to co-parent with a narcissist, whether they know that this individual is a narcissist or not. It's money to be made. That's their job. But we are so, sensitive when it comes to our children that we just don't see it that way. We see that, they're supposed to do what's in the best interest of the child. What's in the best interest of the child, obviously, is to be with you because you're the healthier, more stable, mentally stable parent, right? Well, no. With them, it's like, I'm still going to make you guys co-parent. But this guy, just beat me up in front of the kid. I'm still going to let him see his kid. Well, this guy, did this. I'm gonna get him, make him go to a parenting class, but he still gets to have access to the kid no matter what they do. It's too much money. All these classes too cost money. It's like everybody's making money off of our domestic issues, and it's sad, but it's just a money making thing. That's why the courts force you to co-parent with a narcissist, just because of money. And it is it's painful. It's painful, but you'll burn yourself out going back and forth to court, with the attorney, without attorney. It's one of the most stressfulest things to, that a lot of people ever experience. So we all are together in this community trying to make sense of this. But it's a horrible thing to go through. And I don't know. I wonder what's going to happen like 20, 30 years from now. Will we be able to, will it be more, how can I say this? I guess I'm trying to say, will they be able to test these narcissists in family court? Will family court honor that, personality disorder? Will they honor it one day? I hope they do. You know, I hope they do, because right now they don't care. They don't seem to care. I've heard cases where they have tested. They'll make you do psychological tests if you're telling them, but that's really expensive too. That's more money. You know, they'll make y'all split the cost and make y'all both get psychological exams. And it's just a big game. It's a lot of back and forth. And it's really insulting, because it's like, why do I have to get a psychological test if I don't have any issues? I'm not the one doing this. You don't see what this other person did? They don't care. You know, it's just a way to waste your time and make you spend your money. So in many cases, I've heard some parents were actually tested to be a narcissist, you know, and the judge is saying things like, well, I still don't understand how that's interfering with him, you know, being a parent. And, you know, it's like, if they really don't get this disorder, if they really don't get it, or maybe they don't want to get it, maybe they don't want to see it because they've never been through it. So how do we, as a community, keep pushing forward, keep, you know, spreading awareness? You know, it's our jobs to keep spreading awareness, because maybe this will change one day, but they don't want to see it. They don't want to understand that, hey, this person, you know, has a criminal record. This person was abusive towards me. This person keeps lying to you guys in court. You don't see that that's an issue, that they're not going to be the best fit to be a parent. You know, you don't see that. You don't understand that. You know, they don't want to see it. It's money to be made. And anytime money is involved, you may not get the most sincere reaction from people. So it's a lot, guys. I answered that question, guys. Let's get the comments and the discussions popping. Tell me, guys, what you think. Do you think it's all about money for family court? Do you think they actually care about the well-being of the kids? Why do you think they keep on forcing us to co-parent with narcissists, guys? Tell me what you think. I'll see you guys in the next video. Bye.